The series now arrives at historic Watkins Glen for drama at every turn. Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge coming at you on speed. As Speed welcomes you to the Continental Tire 150 here at Watkins Glen. Before the cars rolled, Chris Neville caught up with the team who are really putting their foot down.
Well, it was Mustang qualifying 1, 2, 3 at Lime Rock, and now it's BMW capturing the top 3 spots at Watkins Glen. Brian Sellers putting it in the top spot. Brian, this is your first weekend working with Fall Line. You've got to be happy with the BMW.
Yeah, it's been great. Fall Line came to me last week and presented me with this opportunity to come in, and clearly they've been a top running team. They've done great in all the previous races. So anytime you can get into this kind of position, you jump at the opportunity. They've done such a great job with preparation, all the way from bringing in the best engineers they can find down to the nuts and bolts of the car, you know, with things as radiators, with PWR radiators and everything. So it's been a huge pleasure to be here.
We're ready to go racing, and it's Fall Line at the front row, and let's go here at Watkins Glen. Boys, let's take you back and show you that scary incident involving Matt Bell and Andrew Hendricks. Watch the third car in line, the BMW. He's got the Sunoco Camaro right behind. Clip.
Boy, and it was just, you know, Matt Bell was popping out to try to make a move, but he judged the timing wrong, and that was a great save.
And it made life very comfortable for Brian Sellers. We heard from him at the top of the show, and he is clean sailing. Look at this. There's no one in sight. Meanwhile, overall, things are looking sweet for Brian Sellers in that Fall Line BMW E92. It's the V8-powered BMW M3. Beautiful looking car. And this could be a perfect weekend.
Well, Brian Sellers decided to stay out of the racetrack. The team decided since he's not in the championship, let's keep Brian out there. We're going to get Terry Borcheller in the 45 and Charles Espenlaub in the 48. One thing I also heard about the 46 car, Brian Sellers, is he's got a little bit of a high temperature in that rear differential, so they're also watching that. But the 45 and the 48, everything looking good in these cars. Brian, what do you have?
We knew it was coming eventually in the Continental Tire 150. That is the overall race leader, Brian Sellers, in the Fall Line BMW, being forced to pit. It had to happen. Now, while things are more sedate up front, check this out. If you've just turned on, this was some wild stuff in the Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge. The main class, the Grand Sport class. Check it out between the orange Mustang third and Charles Espenlaub Fall Line BMW. Bang!
That was the first bang, but it's not over. Watch this. Comes off the corner, not a lot of room. Now there's going to be no room when they turn up here. Here, move over, move over.
And although it runs in different colors, that 45 is still out of the Fall Line shop, out of Chicago, Illinois, and in good shape. What a tremendous job Terry Borcheller has done with Andrew Hendricks. Relatively inexperienced. The Mustang Challenge has equipped him well, but Terry has coached him, guided him, and this has worked out great. They have formed quite the partnership with that BMW. It's out of Fall Line, and they are driving very well. There's a Fall Line BMW up the front with a handy lead. Espenlaub has some room to breathe over Lee Keen. Things have changed up front while we were enjoying watching that. Terry Borcheller has closed in on Lee Keen and the sister Fall Line BMW of Charles Espenlaub. Can Charles Espenlaub hang on for Fall Line Motorsports? This is going to be huge. Now, we welcome you back to Watkins Glen. We told you the results earlier, but now let's make it official as we see the checkered fly. And look at that hand out the window. Charles Espenlaub celebrating Fall Line's first victory, his co-driver's first victory, and that is Charles' second Continental Tire GS win. Let's go to Victory Lane with Chris Neville.
And he's going to share that victory with Charlie Putnam. And guys, what a great run. I took a look around the outside of the car. You actually didn't dent the passenger side door, so I'm really impressed with that. It was a tough one, though, wasn't it?
Oh, man, what a bunch of great battles. You know, it says a lot to this series. You know, the drivers are in this series and the teams, the competitiveness. You know, there's a lot of paint rubbing going on out there, but everything was pretty clean and fair. So, you know, kudos to all my competitors, and I'm humbled to be able to drive against these guys.
Charlie, you had to watch our broadcast that last 45 minutes. Was it just pins and needles or what?
It was like an expectant father walking around back there. We were, you know, heads down, fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything. But, you know, I can count on Charles. He gets in the car in that position, and, I mean, he's the guy I want as my co-driver. He's in there. He does it every time. I mean, he's just won't be denied. You know, he's right there.
We congratulate Compass 360 and Fall Line on their respective victories.